It's really a humbling pleasure to be here in the Vanua, in your Vanua, the village of Nabua. I want to thank you for the warm traditional welcome. Naka. Um, I want to thank all the children here for taking the time out to be here. Mothers here who've been anxiously waiting for us to come. Um, we're here to have a talanua with you. We are here to tell you how we could work with you and assist you in developing your livelihood, improving your livelihood, supporting you in agriculture, how you could grow so that your children can have a brighter future, you can have a better livelihood. The rice mill that we want to give you today is just an excuse for us to be here to meet you all, to thank you for the hard work you have done in pushing agriculture, to thank you for involving in cultivating rice, which is a very important now crop for us in Fiji because every household is consuming rice. It's also an opportunity for us to meet the mothers who normally they don't get an opportunity to talk to us. So they will talk to us today, and they'll have an opportunity to talk to us. It's not only me, the commissioner's office staff are here, the Rokotui, the PA, but our other staff are here, waterway staff are here as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for supporting government in containing COVID-19. I want to thank everyone who got vaccinated. Our Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Minister for Health, has been saying that the only way and the only sustainable way to protect ourselves, protect our family, our children, is to get vaccinated. Isolation will not help. Some villages think that we are isolated, we don't need to vaccinate. No, because our lifestyle in Fiji is we cannot live alone. No one can live alone. We always will mingle around. We will meet, whether it's any mangiti or any function. We cannot celebrate any good thing alone. We will have to meet. Even if you meet your own village, but your village can't be isolated with those in Lambasa or Sabsavu, you will meet. Someone will come or you will go there. And in that way, you will come in contact with virus if there is virus. So, they need to be vaccinated, you need to be vaccinated. And I want to thank you all because if we hadn't got vaccinated, we wouldn't have been able to meet here today. So on behalf of our Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Josia Waningabani Barama, I want to thank you all for taking note of his advice and the Ministry of Health's advice, Honorable Wangini Betha's advice. Today, Vanuatu was shielded and today Fiji is protected. And if God's grace is on us, we will continue to be protected as borders are opening. The choices that we make today, the decisions that we make today, our conduct and our behavior will not only determine your quality of life and your future, but their future, children's future. Sometimes we don't realize that the choices we make today, the decision we may make today, will affect them 30 years, 40 years later. Particularly with regard to environment. As Environment Minister, I want to say that we need to look after our environment, protect our environment. We are blessed to have nature around us. We are living amongst nature, with nature, and in cohesion. Without nature, our quality of life will be very, very poor. There are countries in the world who are struggling to have this quality of nature around them. They are born, they live, and they die, but they never see this kind of environment around them. In developed countries, in the interior, in the center of urban areas. We are blessed. It is your responsibility as the leaders of the current generation to protect the nature for the children. It is not only your responsibility, but your obligation. Mining of rivers and streams without an environmental impact assessment, you should not be mining it by listening to any contractor who will come and want to take advantage. Protect it. You're cutting down a native tree, make sure you plant 6. In our legislation, Environmental Management Act, it's 1:6. One mangrove tree we cut for hotel development, we ask the developer to plant 6 in return. Even though we plant a seedling today that is not equivalent to a grown-up mangrove tree, but because the development is needed, we allow, but you plant 6, and we look after so that this 6 grows. And you all know a mangrove tree grows very slowly, unlike some other trees. So it is our responsibility to protect and build resilience amongst the environment we live in. It's also very important that we don't willy-nilly burn, because there's a lot of flora and fauna that can die with the fire. So I want to today again thank you for continuing to undertake agriculture in the most difficult time of the last 18 months. It was the only sector which was functioning full speed and full on. The other sectors came to a standstill, but agriculture continued to grow. And when the other exports were stopped, we continued to push agriculture produce out, despite increase in freight rates, very few flights taking off. And we raised exports last year compared to 2019 by 14% in volume. And this year, compared to last year, 2020, first 6 months, we raised our exports by 8% in volume. It's the effort of farmers, your landowners, households, middlemen, and exporters. Thanks to them. We are meeting here today to talk about agriculture. But before that, on agriculture, I want to thank you for engaging yourself in rice production. We are spending $41 million every year on an average to buy rice from Vietnam. If all the over 1,000 villages we have in Fiji allocate some land for rice production, we can reduce the importation of rice substantially. If all the sugarcane farmers allocate 1 acre for rice production, that's 11,000 sugarcane farmers, 11,000 acres, we can reduce the importation to very small amount. And we will be saving $41 million. Households will save the money they are spending in supermarkets, and we are utilizing our land. Now, we are not saying that you grow and sell to Fiji Rice Limited. If you want to get into commercial rice, Fiji Rice Limited will come and buy from here. But we are saying to start off, you grow for your own consumption. And when it is harvested, you don't have to go far to some Savu town or somewhere to mill your rice. It's here. We will hand it over to you. You can mill your own rice. No problem. I believe you have a generator here. But we also want to tell you that we are very humbled to see that you are continuing to live here and use your land, not only in your interest, but also for the interest of this country, in national interest. The production that you are generating, you are selling. You're not only consuming for yourself, you are also growing for the market. So any produce that enters the market, that money will circulate. The more the money circulates, it's called multiplier effects, the more the economy will grow. Money must change hands. If someone has $1 million and keeps it in the bank or at home, that money doesn't allow economy to grow. The money must change hands. And when you sell, the money changes hands. I want to thank you for that. Now that you are getting into commercial agriculture, I want to offer you on 1/3 contribution a tractor and a plow. You collect $7,000, register your cooperative, we'll get you a tractor with 2-disc plow or 3-disc plow. Our staff will help you register the cooperative. You collect $7,000 and we register the cooperative, and we provide a tractor so you can do commercial farming. You don't have to wait for a tractor to come from sub-SABU office. We also want to construct a nursery. We want to construct a nursery so that when you plant yangona, you don't plant cuttings, you plant seedling. 100% germination rate. Market for yangona is opening up. Australia is opening. We are not able to fulfill demand. We are importing substantial amount of yangona from Vanuatu and then re-exporting. We want to grow cover here, our own, and fulfill the demand. We got ideal land. So we will assist you in constructing a nursery. We'll bring the silent cloth and pass it to you, a little bit of timber. We'll bring you some potting material, and we want you to start having your nursery so that you can transplant the seedling. Germination rate will be 100% rather than the cutting. So we look forward to having a talonwa with you. We brought some seeds for your vegetable, for your own vegetable growing, for your own consumption in the village. And we look forward to having a talonwa with you after the handover and see how we can assist you more. We will distribute the seedlings now, later on, free to all households, all mothers. Plant your cabbage, plant your bean, plant your eggplant seeds is here. And anytime you need any planting material, you call us and tell us how many acres you have. We will deliver it to here. You don't come and pick it up from there. That's the facility we have for interior farmers. Don't hire a vehicle and come and get the planting material from there. Get together, you organize, okay, this household, they got 1 acre of yangona cutting, 1 acre of ndalo suckers, 1 acre of yam. Make a list, tell our officer, area, and so we will organize it, come down and give it to you. You sign off, and then you will return it to us later on, within 3 years, not that year, so that we can give it to other farmers.
regardless of a busy schedule, we are very grateful for your presence today. Most importantly, we acknowledge the great donation we have received that will be of great help to the farmers in this area. It's really a blessing for us to receive such a massive donation. We are also thankful to your ministry and the government of the day. Once again, it's a big Nabua to you, and may God bless you. Thank you.